playing Palu.
Palu
Okay.
did a peach. We were expecting the peach Steve, but I honestly do not blame player 4 for this because Palu does much better in this matchup than Peach does.
Sure, tell me what.
Peach has a historic problem approaching characters that can keep her out very, very well. If she gets in, she still gets her damage, but look at that wall. What does Peach do to that? She floats over, and she is so floaty in the air that Steve can just pretty much do whatever they want.
I see that.
And look at this. You can just press neutral B, and Steve can't mine.
This sure looks like somebody who has no interest in fighting Steve.
Yeah, and Steve has no interest in fighting you. He is playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
So you just gotta kick him off the console, you know?
Uh-huh.
Your parents say it's dinner time, Steve. It's too late.
Pause the game. It's time.
Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Palutena's role there. I was interested in that. Yeah, I don't know.
Caught player 4 sleeping a little bit.
Yeah. I honestly don't know if the wall actually like blocks the auto reticle angle. Or
what?
Yeah. Wow. A lot of things are
I've never
happening.
seen that with explosive flame before. It just dies.
Yeah, if you try to detonate it on a wall, I guess it just
Whoa.
dies. Wow.
That was the most sleepwalking first stock I think I've seen, certainly like this year.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah, it's like some events happened and then the stock was gone, and you're like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, has definitely been showing a lot of discipline here. Like, just even though they weren't able to mine for a majority of the match, they got their openings when they could. They still have the diamond out on this first stock. Like, they've been using their resources extremely well.
Oh my god, this is player 4 is gonna have to figure something out. And I certainly somebody who has who I trust has the ability to do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. All right. So
I
forward
respect
smash
that.
on reaction, maybe not the play.
Maybe not, but it was funny.
Maybe
that
that
was
was
the
supposed to be
funniest
forward
thing I've
tilt?
ever seen in my life. He's dead. Okay.
Okay.
Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Explode!
That doesn't work.
Explode! It's not exploding. What's happening?
Yeah.
The Steve House is just far too strong.
Okay, so that constitutes a wall. I mean, Palutena can set up walls of her own.
True, true.
She's got a wall attached to her left arm.
Yeah, you know, interestingly enough, we haven't seen player 4 threaten the vertical space very well against I think he's just too nervous about that anvil, but...
Oh, bye.
Gosh, yeah, that's so hard. Because you don't know when to mash out of that, and Steve can get a follow-up regardless of what you do. Like, that's very hard. And that roll, that broken ledge roll, Steve has one of the best ledge rolls in the game, especially having such a thin hurt box. It's just very, very difficult to pin him down on the ledge if you respect that, if you don't respect the ledge roll.
This is a puzzling game one. I feel puzzled watching this.
Yeah.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that player 4 might be a little bit puzzled as well.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't blame player 4. Like, Steve isn't a character that you can just pick up another character against and be like, I understand the matchup now. You have to, like, know what your character can do against Steve's specific things. Or you would not find success.
I want to clarify that, like, I understand the hesitance because both of these players absolutely know who they're dealing with, with each other. Is one of the strongest players in the region right now. Player 4, one of the strongest names in the region for a while. Like, there's a lot of respect going on here, and I absolutely, like, I totally get from player 4, like, okay, wait, what am I supposed to do here? And if you don't know, if you don't know what to do there, then running in is probably not the right option. And to Players 4 credit, that didn't happen. But
Yeah.
when you're not running it against, like, I'm saying all this because I have no idea.
Yeah. I do have quite a bit of experience playing against Steve in interesting matchups such as Ridley Steve, where you would imagine that Steve keeps Ridley out fairly well.
Yeah.
Basically, the goal is to minimize the amount of iron Steve gets. Eventually, Steve will probably get that diamond, right? Eventually, Steve will bait you in certain ways and hit you with a minecart or two. You want to minimize the amount of interactions you have to have with that minecart by minimizing the amount of resources Steve has. So if you force them to choose a defensive option by approaching them, that they are not mining. So you don't have to worry about it at that point.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I think player 4 doesn't want to engage with Steve because Steve's boxing options and damage can be so good, but you can still threaten Steve in a boxing scenario. You don't have to play as if Steve is just untouchable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, now that has figured out how to dodge this auto reticle and explosive flame fairly effectively, it's just like, okay, auto reticle locks onto minecart.
He doesn't even really have dodge, just put up blocks.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning that on this stage, I believe the drop rates are different from the mining.
Yes, more wood.
More wood.
Yeah.
Which is
always
less preferable to stone, right?
Mm-hmm. There's actually no stone on this, so you are only getting wood, which is an objectively weaker material than stone. And you're using your hatchet, which is your up tilt and your up air, which are two very important tools for Steve. You're using your hatchet to mine.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, you have a
so here, player 4 is starting to warm up.
Yeah.
And there's the player 4 I wanted to see.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's all you gotta say. Uh-oh, man. I mean, oh gosh, yeah, that's a ton. That's a ton. Sometimes you just have to take that against Steve, though. Like, he's in the block?
It's Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch family of systems.
Well, he is playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, he is playing Minecraft. He blew him up. Yup, yeah, that's a really good setup that Steve has.
What I'm really learning from this is that I need to play more games either as or against Steve, because
yes,
I'm so freaking lost.
Yeah, no, Steve is a character that is very. Oh, you told it! Oh my gosh!
The baits?
Yeah, no, literally. Player 4 has no idea how to navigate this, and that's because Steve isn't playing Smash. He's never playing Smash. He's playing Minecraft. He's setting up the blocks. Yeah. He's looking for you to overextend so he can get that kind of damage on you. So you have to pretend that you're overextending. Steve is still very slow. Like, his movement speed is not very good. So you can bait him. Like, I feel like Reggie or Player 4 here is literally just going back and forth between shooting projectiles and not knowing what to do at a close range.
Now, there's a small chance that we may have an answer to this in the chat, but I'm willing, at some point tonight, but I'm willing to wager that there's a very, very good reason that Player 4 is not playing Peach in this matchup. Just by virtue of, like, if this is preferable,
I think
Peach must be really bad.
Yes, I think it is absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was an interesting interaction. That block literally just broke up that grab. Oh, no. He's not over.
There's so much delay, too, on the recovery.
Exactly. I mean, there's a ton of mix-ups that Steve has, but he still has a very small range in which he can do those mix-ups because his jump isn't very high, his airspeed isn't very fast. So you have to, like, organize a box, you know?
Right. Or a cube, if you will.
Oh, great parry, great pressure. Still not the kill, but look how low his resources are. He has the diamond still, and he gets a few iron from respawning, but
Whoa, that's pretty big damage.
Yeah,
but now you have to watch out for so much right now.
You have to watch out for so much, and then yeah. At the end, that's just almost inevitable if you get hit by that minecart in that position. The number one thing you're watching out for is the minecart, and that's just hard.
And
it's
numbers,
hard to make
numbers like 2 through 7 aren't much better.